Now, I've been thinking about this, and you learn from experience, okay? And this might be an easier way for you to approach building your panels. And so what I've been doing before was I was building the whole panel nearly and then putting it in, then finding mistakes and having to correct them and things like that. So I've got my template here. So this is our generic curtain panel template, right? Exterior side, it's got the two locked reference planes, vertical, horizontal, and the intersection of those two is the insertion point. Okay, now you can see that I know that this particular panel that I want to build here, okay, it's on the south elevation, and I know that it is 6.7, 6.6, 6.7 by 3.1. All right, so I'm going to build it for that size, right? I'm going to go back into the panel. So the first thing I've done is I've literally just blocked out, so this is 260 wide, and it is, as I said, 6'7" long. All right, and it's just a block. All right, that's exactly what it is. If I go into the exterior elevation, all right, you'll see it. That's it there. Okay, and it's up to the correct height. So if I finish that, now what I've done is that I've loaded that into the project. Okay. And I swapped out the glass panel for the solid panel here. Now, by doing it this way, I know that it fits now. All right, I know that it fits. I know that it's in the right position. Okay, so the next thing I would do is I would add in my voids like so. All right, so back into the panel itself here, and you can see that if I go into 3D of the panel, you see I put in my two voids. Right, I've saved that. I've loaded it back into the project and I've checked it, and there it is there. All right, now I'll go back into here. So what I'm going to do now is I want to make sure that I've got the interior and the exterior. It doesn't show you which way that is in the 3D view, so I'll go back to the reference level here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select my extrusion and I'm going to edit it. And we're going to put in a couple of our little circles in here now. All right, so I'll just do the first couple here for you. And so let's go line here. So I'm going to take this, right? I'm going to move this up to there. Now I'm going to take a line here. I'm going to go 50 mil, wasn't it, that we did the last time? 50. Right? And then I'm back into my start end radius. Okay, and we're going up 50 here again. I'm going to drop that down back into my straight, and again 50. Start end radius 50. I'm typing these figures in. Straight 50. And start in radius 50. Okay, and straight again up as far as there. Right, now I'm going to extrude that. All right, let's take a look at it in 3D. And this is now the exterior. I know the exterior. I'm going to save that. Right, I'm going to load that into the project. I'm going to overwrite the existing. Take a look, and now, so that's that there. So we've got that bit done. So this is going to be a process of complete each element, save it, load it in, make sure it works for you. And I'll just do one more for you here, and I think this is probably a better way to go about creating your panels. Right, so into a 3D. Now, so what I want to do is I want to come from the back here, and I'm going to do a create. I'm going to do a sweep, and you know the first thing we do is we'll pick the path. Okay, part A completed. Pick the path. We're going to edit the profile, which basically means sketch the profile. So out 200 here, I think it was 60 we came out there, back 200 like so, and finish that and do that sweep. Okay, now I could save that. All right, load that into the project, overwrite the existing version, and let's take a look. Now you can see I've got my frame in there as well. So each time I do an element, I'm going to do that. I'm going to save it and load it in, and we can build a panel that way. And I think that's probably a better way to do it. Now once we've got that done, I can now go up into here, right? Pick that panel, right click, go select panels on the host. Now I can remove this one because we're already kind of there. So, and I'm going to swap that out for this new panel that I'm doing, which is the oh, better get this right. Is it this one, is it? No. Okay. Let's do that again. Let's just tab this. It is panel B670. Okay, panel B670. Now, so tab, select, right click, panels on host, panel 670, B670. Right, now, so as I make the changes to this now and update them, all the panels will update that way. All right, isn't that a little bit easier to do? And then we will do that for each of them. What I found is, even though I might have had a 760 panel, test it. If you've done one 760 panel, try it on the other face where that 760 panel is, and if it's not working, then you just probably need to start over and do a 760 panel number 2 and 760 panel number 3. And there's something about the way it travels. Now, again, I think actually I do 760 over here and it worked fine. So perhaps that is the case. I think it's actually more when you have to make a panel of a different size, be it 660, 760, whatever size it might be. You can repeat exactly if it is a 760 panel, but if it's smaller, then build it again basically and put it in there. So you're building the panel specifically for the where it goes, for the size of where it goes, the length and height of where it goes, and I think that's probably a good approach to do that. You can see that this one is still not working for me here, so I'm going to have to take that out, and I might just end up having to build a separate panel. I did kind of say this right at the beginning, I think, was that we're kind of building the panels for the shape as we go around, rather than maybe having to experiment with parametric dimensions and things like that, which just, when you've got so many elements to it, and including the voids, it does become extremely difficult, and you're as quick maybe just to do this system as I've been doing it, and that has it done.